You have to sit on this side because my ponytail's on that side.
Okay. This is my good side anyway.
Yeah. And what I wanted to talk about, I've got all these questions, but I thought that what I really wanted to do was cut to the chase. Given the success of what you've done in 12 years, what is the emotion that is required to make patrons love a restaurant and keep coming back?
Look, I read the list of questions you sent and talked a lot about success and being successful. I'm like, who's Melissa talking about?
Come on.
We're kind of in this thing, and I really feel that we're at the beginning of our journey. I don't know who these successful people you're talking about. We're in the arena. We're in the middle of the fight of our lives. So I think that. I am okay at this thing that we do because of my Pakistani heritage. Just guests are very important to us in our culture. We say that it's guests, I don't know how to say this, but guests are godly.
Every time we've been here, the way you've treated us, the way you've treated myself and my team, could almost bring tears to my eyes because it's been unbelievable.
What we do is it's so intrinsically linked to the human condition. People think that this is about beautiful rooms and fancy wine and delicious food, but I think it's
more than that.
I think it's
that's
deeper.
what I want to know from you.
Melissa, I often say, and I think my guys are sick of hearing this, I think restaurants are the last non-digital frontier. I think everything we do is on a computer, on an iPad, on a phone screen now. I think this is going to be the last non-digital frontier. This is where we come,
and
we
share.
break bread and share and connect and laugh and cry and joke and sing and dance. I think this is the last non-digital frontier. Beautiful rooms help, and I want to say to you, you're right that this room's beautiful, and we like to sort of live in beauty and excellence, and I want to thank you. And I want to thank you for helping us do that. With here, with Grand Majestic Szechuan, with Falcone, with Rajasthan Rifles. Beauty and excellence are important to us, and you help us create beauty and excellence.
When I was thinking about
take the compliment.
Oh, thank you. I'm Australian.
For me,
you're a storyteller.
For me, this is not. It's about. It's not just delicious food or exquisite wine or beautiful rooms. It's about connecting people. I think that I'm an okay restaurateur, but I think my song is about community building. I think that's the part that I'm really good at. If my mother was here, she'd say I'm really good at creating cults, and maybe she's right. But I think that a big part of our success comes from this sense of community we've been able to build around our work. I don't worry about them thinking that I'm crazy anymore because one, I am crazy.
Yeah, join the club.
Two, the cat's out of the bag. They all know it. So Nate, who's behind the camera, knows that we're not afraid of changing our position, changing our mind. We allow ourselves to do that. We have permission to do that in search of what sort of is the truest answer that we're looking for. Also, I think sometimes people have this expectation that restaurants are going to be perfect. Restaurants are living, breathing things. Run by people.
Hey, you get a bad steak, you're not going to die.
100%.
It's not the end of the world.
I ask for the team. It's okay if we make mistakes. I think as long as we stay true to ourselves, practice generosity, authenticity, empathy, hospitality on the front lines, we get it wrong a lot. But I get frustrated sometimes when I think that there's an unreasonable expectation of perfection.
If you had to write a list, and you had to write down 3 things, what are the top 3 things to make a restaurant work? Okay, I'll give you 5.
I think it's about the people.
I agree.
I was going to say people. I'll take a really good kind of team that's united over a beautiful space or an excellent menu. It's about the team.
I agree.
Restaurants, I think Melissa, what good restaurants do, they invoke an emotional response. Bad restaurants also invoke an emotional response, an unpleasant one, but good restaurants kind of invoke this happy feeling.
It is.
You feel
It's
like
true.
I've been here before.
Yeah.
You know, it feels familiar. And I think on nights, you know, I live for those nights. I walk into one of our dining rooms, and on some nights, and it's like catching lightning in a bottle. On some nights, we just do it right.
I think as an interior designer, that's the kind of person we are. And I want to create places. That's who I am. I've been a creative all my life. But that is more important to me than building a lump of money or, you know, that.
Yeah. And Melissa, I want to say to you on that two things. One is you are part of the team.
Oh,
you know,
thank you.
And if we've been successful in making you feel special, that's deliberate. You know, you are very special to us. And the second thing is that we've really enjoyed our 6-year, 7-year journey. You know, we've always come to you with a silly, stupid idea, and you've joined us in the craziness.
Yeah, well,
you know?
if you want crazy town, you've come to the right place.
You know, you've joined us in the craziness, and it's never this process of bringing restaurants to life with you is never restrictive. You know, I think that our idea gets even more amplified. Once we work with you, and you see this over here at Grand Majestic, everything's kind of. We said to you, we wanted to build an unapologetic, loud, flamboyant Chinese restaurant, and you're sitting in it.
You know what?
You know?
And every single day when we were designing this, and I'd change it and do this and do that and fight, we were playing disco, soul music, loud as hell in our office. We were living it
100%.
as we designed it, and I think it's evident. And even Jack, who's videoing us today, walked in and said, "Oh my God, I feel like I'm going to have fun in here. It feels like a club."
Oh, you know, it gets too naughty. I have to get out of here on Friday, Saturday evenings. It gets too much. I have to save myself, so I walk out the sort of corridor behind you. The fire escape. And that's exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted a little bit of kind of fun and flamboyance. And this is one of our most successful restaurants today, and I'm really I want to say thank you to you on film as well for just matching our crazy with crazy.
Thank you.
And not telling us, like, not saying, what the fuck do you get? What are you guys saying? What do you want to do now?
I'd rather meet you head on and come up with a crazier idea where you're just going to think, she's really lost her mind now. For me, as an interior designer, it's very rare that you get people who are brave, creative and willing. There's not many people like that in the world. I can tell you, you open any magazine and they've all got carbon copy. Whatever they all do, they're doing brown restaurants at the moment. Everything's brown. And guess what? Next year, at the end of next year, it's going to be, you know, another colour. So what's going to happen to the brown restaurants?
Exactly.
There's not many people who are good at telling stories. There's people who just think, I want to do a run-of-the-mill thing and I'll try and fit in. You're the black sheep.
We're the black sheep.
Actually, I was just thinking, they're like a sheep. You're the black sheep.
We are the black sheep. And I think just having a name like that too gives us permission to fuck things up.
Yeah.
And if you're mad, we told you. We're black sheep. You know, we're going to do it our way and you may not like it.
As soon as someone says it's really on trend, or a supplier comes in to show us something so everyone likes it, everyone's buying it, I have to go take it.
Yeah.
Don't want to look at it. Not interested.
Of course.
On trend's gone tomorrow.
Yeah,
who wants to be on trend?
All the reviews come in for us on Monday morning.
Right.
So what's happened is people have had dinner on a Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and you've gone into your office, and the first thing you're doing is reviewing your meal. Like, get to fucking work. What are you doing?
Live.
Yeah. And I but it's okay. You know, can I just say the other side of the coin to that too? I think we've got to look at it we've got to take it as a compliment. That our work is so important, it matters so much.
I love it.
You know, I think and I say this to you know, it annoys me, it infuriates me, but also I think this is why restaurants are so topical all the time. Everyone's talking about restaurants at dinner parties and at get-togethers because, you know, no one's talking about their dentist or the bank.
They're not.
You know, this is why restaurants
they're probably
matter.
talking about their cosmetic filler person, whoever he is. I think that restaurants play such an integral part of our lives, and it's about going and having an experience, sharing with your friends. having connection. You know, they're places where you can get engaged. You can get divorced.
Yeah.
You can go out with your husband
Yeah.
and talk about, you know what, this is ending.
Yeah.
You can go out for your grandmother's birthday party.
Of course.
You can go out you can hide in the corner and have an affair.
Yeah.
I mean, these are full of stories. These are full of stories.
Yeah, as you're saying all this stuff, I'm thinking of our guests. Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
And that couple.
Yeah.
You know,
They're
so
full of stories. This is where life happens.
And this is where life happens more than love. This is where everything happens. We fall in love at restaurants. We break up at restaurants. We get angry at friends at restaurants.
Yeah.
We make up at restaurants. There's such a sort of cornerstone of the modern life. And I said to the guys, like, we're in a really privileged position that we are the canvas that all of this kind of happens, or we are the stage.
Come and smear your life all over our restaurant.
Yeah. Well, and if you make a mess, you've got to clean it up yourself.
Yeah.
Okay?
Here's a cloth.
Yeah.